Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's episode, I want to walk you through one specific scenario for customer sales order return. So in this scenario, what happens is as BC01 company, I have sold an item to my customer. Those are audio parts. And actually, the customer receives the item and they say, okay, we don't like it because there are some design issues. I want to send it back. And as a loyal customer, we had agreement with them. So in case they don't like it and they can still keep the item. So I just need to issue a credit note for the customer. And I don't need to update any inventory value or inventory physical movement. So if that's the case in F&O, how are we going to map out this process? So this is a really straightforward process. I will show you a live demo here. So in my scenario, I will need to go to accounts receivable and actually create a new sales order. And under this new sales order, I have the possibility to link this sales order with my original sales order and issue a credit note directly from there. So the quantity is going to be automatically updated to negative, and we can get through the invoicing step. So that's going to generate my final credit note without any inventory impact. So let's see, this is my new sales order. I'm going to create a new one and then pick the original customer account. So let's say that's going to be New York. And from there, I will move on and you will keep the standard sales order process. No need to pick return order or anything else. You can just pick the standard site and warehouse on your original sales order. And then let's do OK. So under this new sales order, I want to mark this as a credit note and create a link to my original sales order. So what you can do is instead of picking an item, you can directly go to here, sales order lines, and do credit notes. So you can see the system automatically generates all the available invoices tied to this customer account. So you have the invoice header here, invoice lines. So you can either select from the header level, that's going to automatically check that lines. So this is mainly useful if you have multiple lines and you want to return all those items, then you can check at the header level. It's going to update all lines. However, if there is just one single specific item through all those lines, then you can also manually pick a specific line, right? So in my case, I only have one line, so I pick that line, and then you can also change the quantity. So initially the customer ordered 3 quantity, but in my case, I will only issue the credit note for 1 quantity, and then you can do OK. So you're going to see this sales order is going to be transformed to a negative sales order automatically once we did this credit note step. So let's check it out. If I scroll to the right, quantity becomes -1, and that's also the exact quantity I want to issue the credit note for. And then moving to the right, unit price is also just for 1 quantity, and this price is actually based on your original sales order. So once we're done with all those steps, that's straightforward. I can actually save it and then confirm my credit note in their sales section. So let's confirm it. And the only kind of downside of this approach is you are not going to have a RMA number. So RMA number is basically a document as a company I'm going to issue and provide this number to my customer so they can use this number as a reference to say, okay, now you agree that I returned this item. But this is more used when you have an actual physical inventory item to return and update inventory value. But in my case, as we talked about, we only want to have the credit note generated without any inventory or without any return, actual physical item return. So that's why I don't need the RMA, and this approach will be kind of your best option to save time. And now I have saved my sales order. So let's say now the user may ask, how can I find the link to my original sales order? I wasn't sure about how many I have ordered before and what's the details. So you can actually, within this return order, scroll down and then enter product, I believe. Nope, it's not here. Under setup, you have this return lot ID. This hyperlink actually is going to bring you back to your original sales orders. So let's click and follow this link. All right, so my original sales order is 002. Let's check it out. So audio parts, I move to the right, total quantity 3. I should have a unit price of 200. All good, right? That was my original sales order. So I can go back 1. So that way your return order is really linked to your previous original sales order. And now we have confirmed this credit note, and all I need to do is to generate the invoice. You don't need to update inventory. So let's do generate invoice. And then we're going to pick the quantity to all. And then let's post the credit note directly. So the system is going to handle this negative and generate an invoice document with credit note as the title. So let's see, enter invoice journal. You see for this return one, we have invoice amount of -200. So this is your credit note. You can also see the document. Let's check the original view. Okay, so through this document printed, you can see we have the credit note here. All right, so this is straightforward, and that's about it. I'm going to create some other videos as well to show you the other inventory impacted return process. Please don't hesitate to like and subscribe and comment with any thoughts or other process you want to see. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.